spirit, nigga. You must be with that fire in the spirit, nigga. Bread with my people like it's dinner. Yeah, more energy, more energy. Catch you on the east side with the word. Bring that shit up, boy. That's like same skirt. On the internet, that shit is for the bird. Yeah. I know the fast probably tapping on my celly. Know I got this type of saute on me locked up in the I ain't going outside, just feel like Machiavelli. I'm waiting on my computer. I'm ready. Yeah, blow like spaghetti. God, I'm heavy. Yeah, plastic get scary. Got a jacket for the adversary. Yeah, it was something like I'm going niggas. All weapons to Lord. Yeah, pipes all in the drawer. Don't let me cut you up with the sword. Yeah, you can B-roll this. You can B-roll this.
Shalom, Israel.
Shalom.
I want to start by giving all glory and praises to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. And the brother, I'm a one next to me. I have the brother.
Atazawam.
Already coming at you from down in Tempe, Florida, from the capital properties in Babylon. Coming at with another quick heat to the spirit, probably BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. Well, wanted to edify 50 sheep. That bond said I was an apostle, great millstone will teach you well, to the peace, to the brothers, to the pushing his work in just sincerity, to the scattered abroad. And as you can see in the video, man, all right. You know, the video explains itself, man. All right, and we're gonna get into this, man, because these guys all right, they call themselves the OTS, man. Only the Sakari, man. These guys are going off, man. All right, they're completely going off, and they're setting a bad example for the ministry, man. Okay, they're just setting a bad example in general for Israel, man. All right. So
last year they went to the damn strip club.
Yep.
And then they turned around and apologized for it, said Salakia for it. I'm not sure if it was to us or to the Lord, but definitely wasn't to the Lord, man. Because this year you got these niggas doing rap contests and shit on what was supposed to be a solemn assembly.
The fact that either it looked like a rap contest or a damn video shoot, man.
A rap video.
These guys got all these people gathered around them, all right, like it's a damn house party, man.
Right.
Look at what time we in, man.
Did you check and see if any of those men were worthy to be at the Passover?
You're not supposed to be just invite anybody to the Passover, man.
Did they even have lamb and wine?
Like, these guys is complete tripping, man. You know, completely going off. All right, setting a bad example. You see, and these guys ultimately, man, these guys gonna get dealt with, man. You know, in due time. But see, stuff like this, you gotta bring it out, man, because you have it. You know, you got people who look at this stuff, okay, and look how things are being set as an example, okay, in a negative term, man. All right, that's not what you're supposed to be doing in the Passover, man. During the Passover, man.
You gotta wonder if all those guys that were there in that video are keeping the Feast of Unleavened Bread, because 7 days you ain't supposed to be eating leavened bread, man.
Right.
You know, so are all those guys keeping that? Or they go home and just went to eating burgers and shit, went back to eating burgers and shit like the usual?
Is they even keeping the Passover, man?
Right.
That's the question. Look how these guys, look at the video, man. The video just described it all, man. It's just disgusting. All right, completely. You got dudes jumping around, hooping and hollering, rapping. All right, and this is a state of mourning right now, man. All right, you're supposed to be getting your spirit right, man. At any moment, the Lord can take your ass out.
Right.
The Lord can take you out, man. And you got guys around here hooping and hollering, rapping over goddamn instrumental beats, man. Trying to be the next top damn rapper.
Niggatry.
Just a bunch of niggatry, man. The Lord's not tolerating that, man. That's how you get put to death.
Mm-hmm.
Quick. We wasn't doing that at the time of leaving out of Egypt, man. We wasn't doing that no other time when the Lord was sending plagues. But you have these guys who hooping and hollering and you know, jucking and scarving around with these damn nigglets, man. Okay, you guys are no different. Sakari, you guys are no different, man, from the niggas in this world. What you got, brother? We're gonna read the scripture.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, and verse 2. It is better to go to the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting.
Right. It is better to go to the house of mourning. We're being afflicted right now, man. All right. Brothers going, we catching hell. We catching hell for a great reason, man. The Lord is punishing, putting us through these punishments, putting us through these afflictions because we deserve it. The Lord could have been put our ass to death. You're not supposed to be around here kicking and you got your feet kicked up with the niggas in the world, man. You know, going into fucking no jumper and going on fucking interviews, slacking for my French. Just like you just chilling. Brothers around here catching hell, man. You wanna bullshit. You see? Go ahead.
Well, Micah 2:10 tells you to arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. Alright, but these niggas ain't arising, they laying down, they slumbering. You know, they believe that this is their rest. You know, that's why they gotta be destroyed, man. It says, for that is the end of all men, and the living will lay it to his heart. Sorrow is better than laughter.
Sorrow is better than laughter, man. These guys are laughing right now. They're in the house of feasting. You can't sit here and put on this act of saying you're in the house of mourning or even mention it while you jumping and moving around on the Passover and you putting hashtags. You got all these type of things. And even if it's not them typing it in, somebody else is typing it in and thinking that's what it is. So obviously they think you're in the house of feasting, man.
Hashtag we them niggas.
Yeah, hashtag we them niggas.
Yeah, definitely them niggas.
You definitely them damn niggas, man. You can have that shit. You be all the niggas you want to be. You're supposed to be coming into this thing and putting off less and less of the nigga, man.
Right.
Because we try to be acceptable, man, to YAHAWASHI. You can't be acceptable to YAHAWASHI and you around here you know, having a Passover like that, man. You know, these guys in the state of feasting. It is better to be in a state of mourning than laughter, man. Okay, because what? This is conditioning us for the times that's about to come. You got all hell's gonna break loose in this place, man. Jacob's trouble. Okay, it's gonna be starving, cannibalism. All right, famine, plagues, death, and destruction. You know, all this is about to happen. And here you have it. Niggas having rap battles. Setting up music videos.
Ain't nothing serious about that assembly that they have going on, man. You know, ain't nothing solemn about that assembly. You know, how can you expect and want the Lord to take you serious when you need his help when you can't even take the Lord serious, man? You know? You're supposed to be in the spirit. These niggas in the flesh, you know, doing what the flesh wills, man.
Carnal things.
Sorrow is better than laughter, for by the sadness of the countenance the heart is made better.
Right. So that's the state that's what we're holding right now, man. By the sadness of the countenance, the heart is made better. We have to go through this so that ultimately we can get the hell up out of this place, Babylon, man. Brothers don't want to be here. Brothers don't want to see this shit. But we have to, man. And a part of that comes with those afflictions and chastisements the Lord put upon us, man. You know? That state you're being in. Lowly. Humbled. You can't tell from watching a video like that of these guys being humbled or these guys. No, man. These guys chilling. You see? Jump down.
It says, verse 7, surely oppression maketh a wise man mad.
Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad. Okay, oppression will make a wise man mad, man. Why? Because you're actually feeling the effects of being oppressed by your enemies. Esau, Edom, so-called white man, because you're feeling the oppression of this captivity. You're feeling that oppression, man. A gift to store the heart. These guys are taking the things and they're enjoying it. They're joining it, man. It's ridiculous. Go ahead.
Surely oppression maketh the wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart. So no.
Alright, come on.
I got a precept.
Come on, bring it up.
It's Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 16 and verse 1. Observe the month of Abib, and keep the Passover unto the Lord thy power. For in the month of Abib, the Lord thy power brought thee forth out of Egypt by night. All right, so to observe the month of Abib, what you looking out for? All year would be observing, all year, you know. And to observe the month of Abib is to what? Keep the Passover during that month. You know, do what you're supposed to do during that month. You're supposed to keep the Passover. It's not something that you just volunteer to do. It says, thou shalt therefore sacrifice the Passover unto the Lord thy power. So there you have it. This Passover is a sacrifice unto the Lord, man. You know, did you think that was a worthy sacrifice to the Lord? What them niggas was doing in that video? That was a bunch of niggatry, man. You know, it says, of the flock and the herd in the place which the Lord YAHAWASHI shall choose to place his name there. We jump it down to verse 8. It says, 6 days thou shalt eat unleavened bread, and on the 7th day shall be a solemn assembly to the Lord thy power. Thou shalt do no work therein. So the first day and the 7th day is both, first off, they're both Shabbat days. If you wouldn't be doing no shit like that on Shabbat day, what makes you think you should do it on Shabbat and Passover at the same time?
Right.
You know, that's just a bunch of niggatry, man. It's just a bunch of folly and wickedness. Scripture say folly is set in great dignity, man. You know, so these devils, these men who call themselves men of the Lord, you know, this is what they're doing on the day that we're supposed to be solemnly assembling before the Lord, YAHAWASHI, congregating. You know, when we were out, fleeing Egypt, we weren't rapping to nigga music and instrumentals and shit. We wasn't having a blast, and you know, Jake was eating with haste because what? It was time to go. It was time to get moving. It was a serious time, you know. And what about that video looked serious to you, man? You know, niggas that's in that spirit now gonna be in the spirit of mourning and weeping very soon. I got another one.
Oh.
Book of Exodus, chapter 12, verse 14. And this day shall be unto you for a memorial, and ye shall keep it a feast to the Lord YAHAWASHI. So this day is supposed to be a memorial. Okay, it says, ye shall keep it a feast to the Lord YAHAWASHI throughout your generations. Ye shall keep it a feast by an ordinance forever. So this day is a memorial for what? For when the Lord brought us out of Egypt. What do you do on memorials? You pay reverence to the Lord YAHAWASHI, and you take these things serious. You don't sit there and play around. You don't sit there and fool around and, you know, rapping to nigga instrumentals and doing whatever the hell you want to do, man. There's no telling what went down outside of that video.
Right. Or even just or even just being around a group of people like that, man.
Right.
You see? You got all these guys, all these people with their phones hung, you know, all out, you know, recording.
Look like a club. Look like the outside of a club.
That's it. A whole bunch of folly going on, man. What seriousness is being taken there, man? That's something you gotta consider and think about. That was it on that.
Dropping to verse 16. And in the first day there shall be an holy convocation, and in the 7th day there shall be an holy convocation to you. No manner of work shall be done in them, save that which every man must eat, that only may be done of you. So the only manner of work you can be doing on that day is what? Cooking the food, cooking the lamb, man. You know, making the lamb, the unleavened bread, you know, gathering up the wine. This is a very serious day that's supposed to be kept forever, you know, because it was a great deliverance the Lord brought upon his people. But these niggas ain't observing it as that. They're observing it as a day to just get drunk and freestyle over instrumentals and probably eat fried chicken and shit, man. I can't, you know, and I'm not going to accuse them of eating leavening or, you know, keeping it the wrong way, but that right there was off. That in itself, that little video that we had, what was it, a minute? Less than a minute. That little video right there showed that they didn't take the Passover serious at all, man. You know, it says, and ye shall observe the feast of the unleavened bread. For in this selfsame day have I brought your armies out of the land of Egypt. Therefore shall ye observe this day in your generations by an ordinance forever. So it's a day to be, remembering how the Lord took care of us. Not only that day, but what happened on the Passover? Yahawashi sacrificed on the Passover. You know, Yahawashi was that lamb. So what about that makes you? Were the disciples partying around and freestyling while Yahawashi was on the cross? Hell nah, man. It was a very serious moment.
A sad one too.
Yes. That goes to show you that y'all was off, man. Off last year, off this year. You're gonna be off until the nukes come, huh? That's all I don't know.
Con, this is the book of Romans, chapter 12, verse.
Actually, Salakia, let me grab this real quick.
Con, you got it.
The definition of solemn. On the blue letter, it says to force to take an oath, to administer an oath to adjure. All right, charge or adjure. Okay, so it's like an oath. It says make swear by analogy, to solemnly enjoin, put on oath, to put on oath. So we're supposed to keep we have to keep this day, man. You know, but you don't keep it in the wrong spirit. You keep it in the right spirit. You got to prepare your spirit before the Passover, and then on the Passover, you have to be in the spirit. You know, but nothing about that was in the spirit. And when you grab the Google definition of solemn, it says formal and dignified. Formal and dignified. All right. So what was formal about that? That was niggotry, man. You know, that was just straight niggotry. It says impressive, awe-inspiring, magnificent, important, for similar words. Ceremonial, dignified. Let's look up the word dignified. Having or showing a composed or serious manner that is worthy of respect. That was not worthy of respect. It says not cheerful or smiling, serious, earnest, grave, sober. It says characterized by deep sincerity. So go ahead.
God, it said deep sincerity, man. That's a state of you being in a serious mindset. You know, brothers gather around, brothers going through the scriptures, grab these things. We're just going over this in the spirit, man. You know, it's being taken serious because, hey, man, at any moment, any time, the Lord can just take you out of there. Once again, you see. But if you're in a state of not taking something serious, or you not even thinking about taking it serious, all right, you in the wrong spirit. And these guys are in the wrong spirit, man. For them to be out and doing what they're doing, all right, just that example and how they're giving off the example is the wrong spirit. You know?
That's right.
There was on that? Kind of got a precept. This is the book of Romans, chapter 12, verse 1. It says, I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercy of YAHAWASHI, that you present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, meaning separate. Okay, separate. We in this truth, man. You know, examples, brothers have to, be separate. We have to show ourselves differently. As men of the Lord, we have to put these things to play. You see? We have to act on these things to the best of our ability, man. It says acceptable unto YAHAWASHI, which is your reasonable service. So if part of your reasonable service, you're gonna be doing, all right, to the best of your ability, to what's pleasing to YAHAWASHI, not in the spirit of hanging out with a bunch of niggers, all right, swinging phones with lights on and rapping over or making a video. That's not the spirit to be in, man. All right. And it just shows you. Reading on, verse 2, it says, and be not conformed to this world. That was what was going on, was of the world. You had a vibration of niggotry going on. They call themselves we them niggas, or whatever the saying was. That is a worldly mindset. It says, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. That's coming out of being what was of this world, being in that state of a nigga, okay, and being transformed to this truth, being transformed to the spirit, taking on the Yahawah shine on these things, man. All right, getting your mind right. Not being in that state. For you new listeners, for you ones watching, that is not the proper way, man.
Sure.
It says that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of Yahawah shine, man. And that being an example, no, it's not. It's not a good example at all, man. Those guys were going off. Those guys were treating that as serious and solemnly, okay, that gathering completely wrong. You know, at the end of the day, these things gotta be addressed, man, because it's setting a bad example for Israel, man. All right. Got another precept. It's 1 John chapter 2. We close it out with this verse 15. It says, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and
that video was completely worldly. You can't take something from the world and try to put it into the truth. You know, you got these guys taking their old man with them into the truth. You can't do those things, man. And the Lord will say he gonna spew you out his mouth. All right, that's an unworthy sacrifice.
Read on in verse 16. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world. And that was of the world, man. No doubt about it. You see, you can go look up any rap video or any video, just niggertry rap shit, and then you're gonna find the same vibration coming from off of it, man. The same thing.
That's right.
And that is
the same vibe.
Yeah, man. We don't promote that. We're far from that. It says, verse 17, it says, and the world passes away and the lust thereof, but it says, but he that doeth the will of the Yahawah shall abide forever, man. You see? So doing what's right by Yahawah shall abide forever, man. Okay? Because at the end of the day, this world that you know is gonna be destroyed with thermonuclear fire, man.
That's right.
All right? And everything that comes with it. And if you're in a state of a worldly mindset, you know, hey, man, you want to really consider, man, what's your actions, you know, especially if they're coming in a vibration like that. If you feel you're not even consider Yahawah shine, not even trying to keep the things right, man, you know, think about these things, because these guys, man, are setting a complete bad example, man. All right, I just wanted to address that situation, you know, Lord, when you were edified at the same time, man, because these guys, man, you know, hey, man, the video speaks for itself. You got anything else up?
That's all.
Come on, man. So we're going to close it out. We'll give all glory and our praises to
Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, QADASH.
Once again, don't want to say, I was Apostle MILLSTONE. Teach you well. Until next time we say, Shalom.
Shalom.